Okay, so at about the 10-minute mark here, we're pushed back to our prime, and I don't really remember how this goes. It's just very chaotic, this match. You get this many people in here, and it becomes very difficult to stay on top of it. You know, the front line keeps moving faster than you can, and so on. I got a chance to look at the previous upload using the encoder. I'm encoding it into, what do they call it, MKV or something like that, which is a format I've heard a lot about, and I think it works a little bit better than the one I was using before, probably just because I'm using a higher bit rate than I was using before. I'm just not real satisfied with the way that I encode stuff because I have a crappy internet connection, I guess. We're still just barely holding on to our prime.
Defend the floodgate node.
The orb is back at the core. Somebody's got it. They're moving it forward. Looks like they're trying to get to center, but our prime just went down, and they're still moving to center. So in a case like that, you can tell they're not looking at the map. You know, when your prime goes down and they keep moving towards the center. Well, they must have seen the map by now. Probably what they're doing is hanging at the center waiting for us to bring the prime back up, which may or may not happen. I'm just about going to manage, yeah, that's a distraction in that vehicle. Just about managed to take him down before he squished me. The orb is now making, it looks like he's thinking about getting back to the prime, which I think is what he probably ought to be doing, but now he's down, he didn't make it. I'm not a big fan of, if you get out ahead of your prime like that and the prime goes down, not a big fan of standing there waiting for the prime to come back up, although I'll do it myself once in a while. It's a temptation. Because you don't want to throw away all that movement forward you just made. You know, you feel like, oh well, I'll just wait a few minutes and they'll take the prime back, and then I'll cap it right from here. And sometimes that works, but it doesn't work as often as I feel like it ought to. Try desperately to get this guy down. I don't think I'm gonna make it. 13 seconds to go. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose that. We're probably gonna lose that flood. I guess Blue's got to have something. Did they get it? Yeah, they got their 20 points. And we've nearly got the map. Yeah, no Deemer. I'm thinking I should camp this nuke, but I've got people on like 2 or 3 sides shooting at me up here. Yeah, there's a walker back there covering me. I'm trying to stay out of his way, and then there's a guy on the other side who's hitting me with link of all things. Usually if they're gonna try to knock you down from here, they'll try it with a sniper rifle. There's 1 or 2 people that are really good at that. Really wasting time. What I'm mainly doing here is just scratching my finger off because it's itching like crazy. So I don't normally like to sit here motionless like this, but I figure, hey, we got most of the map.
Defend the prime node.
Yeah, I don't like camping. I'm gonna take off from there. Probably if I'd have stayed there another 10 seconds, I would have got it. But I don't really feel like, I don't like sitting in one place waiting for stuff to happen. I feel like that's a waste. I should be going forward and helping out, doing what I can.
Grab your orb.
How much time we got left on this? Oh, it's about 6 minutes. This is going to go just about into overtime. I don't think it's going to go quite into overtime. No, it's still not there. It's still not there. I'm going to go take the prime down. This is what I do whenever I accidentally turn that indicator off and don't know if the nuke is up or not. I'll keep looking for it. I'm not slick enough to have an idea of when it's going to come up just from looking at the timer, although you can get that. At least for the first couple of spawns. The first spawn comes up at something like the 1830 mark, something like that, right around in there somewhere. You start in on one of these matches and you look at the clock and the clock's right around 18 some odd. That's a good time to go looking for the nuke. After that, you can't really use the clock as much unless you know when it was picked up, because it's not going to spawn again. When it spawns, it's going to be dependent on who picked it up and when. Oh, we didn't get that flood, did we? Score looks a little bit more even now. There's only like 4 minutes left to go. We're gonna start beating them down here shortly, though. We still got most of the map. That counts for a lot. We're not gonna let them get the flood. And I'm gonna wander over by the. I'm just checking to see if the nuke is there. No, it's not there. Take this guy down. Didn't quite manage to knock him off his board.
Grab your orb.
Had to run for cover before his walker got me. I'm shooting rockets where I think he's gonna go, but he didn't get there. But
Attack the enemy priority.
buddy in the hamster ball took him down.
Grab your orb.
Four minutes left to go. There's about 45 seconds on the flood. I got one eye on that, and in the meantime shooting this walker down. Then now there's a guy trying to take down the center. 37, so there's a red orb headed for the flood, so that's a good thing. So that lets me sit here and take these people out. Oh, and they capped the center while I was messing around, and the shades up there too. That's not good.
Attack the flood.
And our attempt to cap the flood failed also. So that means we have nothing but our prime again all of a sudden.
Grab your orb.
Okay, we got the flood now.
Attack the center node.
All we got to worry about now is losing our prime. That wouldn't be a good thing to happen.
Attack the center node.
Yeah, I'll probably defend prime a little bit. No point in going to flood right now.
3 minutes remain.
Snipers! I hate snipers. I'm looking around for the indicator for the nuke, but it's not in there. I've forgotten where it is. If I go into that teleport there, that's where the setting is. It's a really weird place to put a setting like that, but that's what they did.
Grab your orb.
It's not in the settings menu. It's right there. You're looking at it. Up there in the upper left-hand corner where it says Orb Runner, you switch that to Special Ops, and
Defend the floodgate.
then the lady tells you about the nuke when it comes up. You look at that. I look at that like 20 times in a game, and then when I accidentally switch that thing off, I forget what it is.
Attack the floodgate node.
But it's just a really weird place to put a control like that. I don't know why they did that.
Attack the floodgate node.
Both the flood and the center is up for
2 minutes
grabs.
remain.
About 2 minutes left on the clock. Score is still basically even.
Grab your orb. Attack the floodgate node.
Okay, I think we're gonna take it right here. Yeah, the center just went up, and we're gonna go cap the prime. That Viper was headed for the center, but he suddenly realized it was up, so now we're going for the prime. That's a good thing. And yeah, it managed to fling me up on the second balcony. This is easy. It's gonna go down right before I get there. I'm just gonna walk right over it. Nothing to it. I'm not going after the core. I usually stay and defend after I do something like that. There's other people hitting the core.
Blue core is critical.
I'd rather stay here and hold up the prime while other people hit. Oh, they're gonna end it right there. That's the end of that. But we got them down to 8 points, and we're a minute away from overtime, so we pretty much got it locked up now. I like games that go like that, where they just stay even the whole game, and then right at the end it gets resolved. Of course,
Attack the enemy prime node.
too often I think it's just because somebody joined one team or left the other team. The game is very sensitive to that kind of thing, but
Blue core is vulnerable.
you get this many people on each side, and that gets to be a little bit less of a factor.
Defend the prime node. 30 seconds left.
Nearly there, 30 seconds.
Defend the prime node.
Prime is up, the prime is down. I could have ended it right there, but we're going to end it possibly in overtime.
The enemy prime node.
I didn't think this was going to go into overtime, but we're only about 17 seconds away, aren't we? Oh, we're going to lose it with a flood right there. Yeah, that's it. Alright, have a good evening.